stories and expounding on stories. Cliff Says sets the tone of the show for the rest of the day. Join the award-winning journalist Cliff Hughes weekdays during Cliff Hughes Online at 10 to 10:30 a.m. Join the revolution in media.
Merle Grove High School on May 15, it's your time. The NNN School Tour 2026 is bringing energy, talent, and excitement straight to your school.
Pull up your pants and put it on your waist and
we're pulling up to highlight student talent and creativity while bringing the fun with games, exciting prizes, and live performances you won't want to miss.
Missing.
It's all going down on May 15 from 1 to 4 p.m. at Merle Grove High School. Don't miss the vibes, the fun, and your chance to shine. See you there. This broadcast is brought to you by the Police Civilian Oversight Authority, Tip Friendly Society, LMH Publishing, Wisinco Group, Digicel, Nutrition Products Limited, and Mystic Mountain, Jamaica.
Real fabrics, I go give you plenty healthy ways to switch up your meals. Fresh flavor that we need. A new recipe every day of the week. And look how good me feel.
The time by Rainforest Caribbean is
7 o'clock.
Life is like a big merry-go-round. You're up and then down, going in circles, trying to get to where you are. Everybody's been counting you out. Where are they now? Sitting in the same old place, just faces in the crowd.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to comments section here on Nationwide 90 FM. I'm Mahiri.
And I'm Shaloy.
And the mere fact that you're hearing from us means we've conquered the weekend.
Indeed.
And we've conquered the Monday news cycle. Yeah. People.
Yeah.
Truly don't know, man. It's a lot. It's a lot just to get here in the evenings and push through for host another episode of the wonderful, wonderful show that runs the airwaves from 7 to 7:30. You're tuned into the comment section. And as always, we kick it off with public opinion.
Now, Justice Minister Delroy Chuck is recommending that students return to school following a period of rehabilitation through the Child Diversion Program. He made the suggestion, noting that expulsion is sometimes the first option pursued by school administrators for bad behavior. And he warns that the practice can leave vulnerable children further victimized. And so this evening we're putting the question to you. How should schools respond to bullying?
Indeed.
Yeah, what are your thoughts? What do you think?
Right, and I tell you what, man, this is not a new topic at all, is it? We've been talking about this for a while now, man. And just when you think it's over, another video drop.
Yeah.
Another video drop from another school. And another violent altercation is happening. I feel like it's been how many now? Five?
Too much.
It's been 5. And I'm like, what's going on here, man? Crazy. But we have been talking about this for a bit. So we can ramble for a bit while we have the time. Because we spoke about this before in terms of expulsion. And that's not necessarily what the question is asking. But I know it's a method that persons use in extreme cases.
Yeah.
And the argument we were having about expulsion is that, we'll put it like this way, right? When an adult behaves poorly, breaks the law, they go to jail, yes? But jail is a form of
rehabilitation.
But when it comes to school and children,
expulsion is like permanent.
Yeah, just
like
get out. Just get out of here, man.
Welcome.
Just get out of here, man.
The person did not learn, so you leave.
Right, right.
Hashtag, you remember that school motto?
Cornwall College. Yeah, that's Cornwall
Learn
College.
or leave.
Yeah, but it's more than just learning, is it? You could be a
Yeah.
bright student and still get expelled as
True.
long as you do something crazy enough. But the question is, well, I know they have juvenile detention centers, but that's for if you break the law.
Mm-hmm.
If you break the school's law, that doesn't necessarily mean you've broken an actual law and have to go to
Right.
juvie. But the question is, what do you do? What do expelled children do when they're expelled?
I mean, typically the parents try to find them another school.
Right, but my thing is, what do you achieve by expelling the student if nothing changes between them being at your school and another school? That's my question.
Yeah.
That's my thing when it comes to expulsion. Because at least in jail you have to like learn something. You can get a degree in jail. You can't. What do you do when you get expelled?
It could be a wake-up call for the students. I know of someone who got expelled.
Right.
And the parent tried to get the child into another school.
Mm-hmm.
And for a while it was unsuccessful until, your parents try and get a little link here and there.
Yeah.
And then the child was sent into another school. Was enrolled into another school. And the child turned around.
Quite well.
Yeah.
Well,
Past CXCs and all these things. So it could be a learning moment.
I'll say this, man. Here's what I wanted to say. I want to actually start with the YouTubers.
Let's go.
Yeah, because I'm seeing some comments already on what we're talking about, and I think they're not too bad. I see Uncle Leo saying, school mimics the working world. You break the law and you're fired.
David Barr says the problem is that they take out the whipping on the Bible out of school.
Is that the
they're
answer? Is corporal punishment
Sparing
the
the rod,
answer?
spoiling the child.
For bullying? You gonna bully the child back? I don't know about that, man. I mean, and I've seen persons imply that, in terms of backing up with the amount of lick we would have afraid of, we wouldn't do half of these things. And when you see people talking back to authority, you see people that talk about the police.
Yeah.
And you're like, y'all don't fear nothing, do you? So, I don't know, man.
But I don't think corporal punishment works every time, though. To me. Like, I feel like some students or some children just don't respond to the beating.
Yeah, I think, and here's the thing, man. I like, whenever you say this, traditionalists get upset. But the thing with corporal punishment is that outside of fear, what do you really instill in the child? Like, I mean, is the child behaving because they know it's right, or they're behaving out of the sole reason that they don't want to get beaten? You get me?
Yeah, I get you.
So it's like you're doing it out of the fear of punishment, or you behave good out of the fear of punishment, or you behave good because it's the right thing to do. And that's a fear of mine, because if you use physical punishment as reinforcement, then I feel like it could send the wrong message. And it depends on what. I mean, like, I don't think children should be beaten for small things. And there are a lot of persons who don't think children should be beaten at all. And to be fair, there are many persons we know in life who weren't beaten as children, who are quite upstanding members of society. See one right here, so yeah, shall I never face corporal punishment? She
No,
turned out
not
just
really.
fine.
I mean, I may get slapped every now and again, but it was no, actually, probably like 2 times mother ever slapped me.
Right,
It was
exactly.
just hand, so it don't really count.
Yeah, but and it didn't really.
No.
You still came out fine. You
Yeah.
never, but that's because Shelly never needed, probably.
Yeah,
Man, maybe you're just well behaved.
I was.
Yeah, exactly. But some people have to beat the obedience into people. And, I don't know, man. It's an interesting thing. But I'm still going through the YouTube chat right now. David Namar says the problem is Jamaica is doing like America. In America, they don't discipline the kids. But I don't think I agree with I don't know if I agree with the fact that Jamaicans don't discipline children. I'd like to think children are disciplined.
They
here.
are.
You know?
Noxley says expulsion shouldn't be the answer unless they're being expelled into a program for rehabilitation and counseling with therapy.
And David Nabar again says why they don't discipline the kids in America is they have the school to prison pipeline. No, that's dark, but as I said earlier, at least in prison you get rehabilitated,
Yeah.
which is different from just getting expelled and getting kicked out into the streets. You either go to another school learning nothing because you weren't technically punished when you get expelled rather. You just get put into another school. And if you get put in another school not learning from the past mistake, then you're just going to bring that badness to the next school, and you're probably going to get kicked from there too.
Or you just don't enroll now in next school.
Which is
You just-
even worse because then you have no guidance, you don't have no education, you're just out doing anything till somebody expel you from life, which we don't want.
That's so dark.
No, but it could absolutely lead to that, man, because when you are out of school as a youngin, a troubled one at that, because that's why you were out in the first place, you become susceptible to crime and violence. Or you can. Let me not say you will, but you can become susceptible to a life of crime and violence. And once you go on that corner, it's kind of hard to get off of it, isn't it? Yeah?
Yeah.
Some level of fear can be good. You see what children do when they fear no one. However, corporal punishment can be excessive. That's correct. Yeah.
News commentator is asking what the question is. We're asking, how should schools respond to bullying?
All right, so now we can go over to the
Facebook.
Social media, and we start off with Facebook. Frederick Sutherland kicks us off today. He says, I think schools should have a tiered system where there is soft response. Then if it proves useless, actions intensify, such as hard response like suspension, expulsion, and incarceration. I don't know if a school has the the ability to incarcerate somebody unless they have their own jail.
Natalie Winter says the schools should respond to bullying by implementing strict policies and providing support to victims. It's a complex issue that requires a multifaceted approach.
Shannon Smith Johnson says schools should consider boot camp and special intervention programs.
Sophia Brown says it's crucial for schools to address the root causes of bullying and provide support for both the victim and the bully. Implementing programs, educating students on the impact of their actions, and involving parents and the community in the prevention and intervention process.
And let me tell you something, and that might be a comment of the day, dark horse, now that I think about it. Because now, just thinking about it, the question says respond, and I'm just here thinking about the punishment. But bullying requires a different, it requires responses on different levels.
Yeah.
Because that's just what you do to the bully or the victim. You have to respond to the victim too, and that's how you respond to bullying. And I do question how schools do that, because I feel like certain places would just punish the perpetrator and that'd just be it. And I'm like, no.
No, man. Most times, especially nowadays, they offer counseling.
Right.
You always hear they say counseling to the family or the victim.
In instances of bullying, or when it gets like...
In bullying.
Okay.
At least nowadays. I don't know about...
Well, you don't know about back then. But yeah, but that's something I do think about a lot in terms of the victim and how well teachers are at identifying. And these... It's kind of hard for me to know because I'm not in the school system, am I? I haven't been in a secondary school since 2017. That's 10 years ago now, man. It doesn't feel like 10 years ago, but I can imagine so much has changed in terms of teacher training and all of that stuff. And I guess maybe the teachers now are a bit more equipped, or I don't know, but maybe they're more equipped to identify these situations. So the reality is I can't even speak to what the response is, but I surely can speak to what I think it should be. And just hope that what I think it should be is already what it is. Yeah. But that's Facebook. And before we go over on Instagram, yeah, man, Sophia, you really hit the nail on the head right there with the providing support for the victim. And here's another thing, man. I can only hope that when it comes to intervention, there is some kind of mediation at the end where a hand is shaken or an apology
for the
is given.
people involved?
Right, between the victim and the perpetrator. Because I'm sure if you think about everyone you ever had an altercation with or falling out with in high school, I'm sure for the most part at some point you got over it. You made up. And yeah, I've had my spats with people in high school, and by the week after it didn't matter. So hopefully that's a crucial part of it outside of just the punishment.
And chances are they're gonna cross paths again. So it's a good idea to just kind of let them meet and get it out of the way in a positive light.
Right, and that just makes me wonder how intense that Seaforth beef must have been for them to remove the children from the same shift.
Yeah.
I think that was the case. They took them off of the same shift. That's how bad it was. And to reach that level, you would have had to have tried intervention in the first place and it not worked, and you took drastic measure. So that worries me. a lot. We move on to Instagram. Noxley says, let's call it what it is. Bullying is violence, and the bully should be held accountable at all costs. Deal with it instantly. Shift the focus and stop interrogating the victim. Too often the questions are, what did you do? Why didn't you walk away? Consequences that actually mean something. You need to fix the culture and not just the incident. Partner with the parents. Parents should not hear about bullying after it explodes. They must be involved early, clearly, and honestly on both sides. And schools must move on from we'll look into it to we will stop it immediately and completely.
Paul Bestadil Jones says, counseling for the bully and the bully's parents. Unfortunately, bullying is an issue in every country regardless of socioeconomic status.
And Sophie K. Brown says, it is crucial for schools to address the root causes of bullying and provide support for both the victim and the bully, implementing programs educating students on the impact of their actions and involving parents and the community in the prevention and intervention process. And go on.
Go ahead.
No, it's a comment, so you should probably read.
Marshall says, restorative justice, mentoring, being a telling school.
Oh.
Interesting.
Circle of friends.
Yes. Ending disability stigma, listening and behavior sessions. Yeah, these are good suggestions.
Yeah, and I guess to end public opinion based on the same topic, we had a story from the Prime Minister this morning who was saying, listen, parents, you can't solely rely on teachers to solve certain issues. I mean, at the end of the day, they are your kids. Every bully has a parent or a guardian that is responsible for them outside of the school world. And if you catch wind rather of your child doing this to another child, the action you take may very well be more important than the action the school takes. You get me? And that's something Dr. Dana was saying as well. Like, listen, man, it's one thing for the schools to intervene, but communities also have a responsibility. So we may very well have to ask ourselves one of these pop-ups, what should communities do to respond to bullying? Because we know it happens there as well. But that is public opinion. And we're going to take a quick break, and then we're going to find out what's cooking on the socials.
Join the National Cleanup and Volunteer Drive. Let's restore our communities one street, one home, one heart at a time. Sign up at supportjamaica.gov.jm. The time by the Office of the Prime Minister is
16 minutes after 7.
Come to Stewart's Hardware 2-day Spring Super Sale. Friday, May 1st and Saturday, May 2nd. 2 days filled with super discounts. Get cement, steel, tiles, blocks, paints, plumbing, power tools, and lots more at super sweet prices. You simply can't afford to miss Stewart's Hardware Spring Sale. That's May 1st and 2nd. There'll be fantastic savings just for you. Stewart's Hardware and Home Center. Building value. Visit our website at stewartshardware.com and request a quote.
From the biggest tracks to the biggest energy, Nationwide keeps it moving. If you love the vibes, come and lock in with us for real.
World boss, leave a prison could stop me.
Join the Nationwide 90FM Family Club today on Patreon.
Practice. God me say you watch you of me practice.
What's Cooking is brought to you by Cleasing Industrial Limited, Jamaica's leading distributor of industrial automation and control solutions.
Welcome back to the comments section. I'm Shaloy.
And I'm Mahiri.
And now we're going to see what's cooking on the socials.
All right, folks, so a lot has happened over the weekend, some of which you've probably already heard in the news. But what we're going to talk about today is the breakup that's rocked at least X. I know for a fact it's rocked X and
Instagram.
All of the socials, them. Because these are not two normal people we're talking about. These are two very well-known individuals. It appears as though Megan Thee Stallion and Klay Thompson are no more following allegations of infidelity, a loss of trust. They've been together since July 2025, so we're in April 2026. It's almost been an entire calendar year. But after an Instagram post Meg made on her story, it appears as though those days are over.
Yeah.
Right? So
let me see if I can find the Instagram post. No, she said cheating Had me around your whole family playing house. Got quote unquote cold feet, holding you down through all your horrible mood swings and treatment towards me during your basketball season. And now you don't know if you can be monogamous? Several question signs. I need a real break after this one. Bye, y'all.
Yeah, man. So
No, Mahiri, the playhouse one. Playing house. I don't know if you follow her Instagram or her TikTok.
not that hard, no. But I know.
But listen, when you come onto the kitchen,
yeah.
girl cook.
I know. Oh, I've
Cook
seen that
for
much
the
at least.
family. They had so many get together, and she was the one doing all the cooking. Yeah. So
Yeah, like, so now what is my question? Now what? Because I'm seeing so many people. I hate when regular people do this when celebrities have an issue. Them trying to relate it to freedom life. I'm like, first of all, you are not Megan Thee Stallion.
Mm-hmm.
And you're not Klay Thompson either. So don't say, oh my gosh, yes, this is just like, no, it is nothing like what happened to you. It is not like what happened to you. And another thing is, and I hate being that guy, but we haven't heard, can you imagine Klay he drop a story and say, well, you did da-da-da-da-da-da-dee?
yeah, he's been silent. We haven't heard anything from him.
Yeah, and that's not good for you, Klay, because now everyone's just gonna run. This is the part where you say you didn't do it, Klay. Yeah, this is the part where you say you didn't do it.
Silent in consent,
That's another thing, man, because listen, I remember when this just started and everyone was like, man, this is cool.
Yeah.
Because these are two well-known individuals, man. I feel like most sports fans at least know who Klay Thompson is. Klay Thompson was that guy on the Golden State Warriors alongside Steph Curry, the Splash Brothers. You couldn't have one without the other. Klay Thompson is one of the greatest shooters in the history of basketball. Some probably think he is the best. Is he better than Steph? Maybe.
That's a stretch.
He could be. He has the record for most threes in a game, to be fair, but that's not even what we're talking about here. The bottom line is, when this relationship just started, man, I remember seeing the stories. I remember seeing the pictures and the videos of them going. I was like, bro, this is kind of nice.
And it was coming off that little stint with Tory Lanez.
Oh God.
Wow. Yeah.
That was
So a lot of people were happy for her, especially.
Yeah, they saw this as her moving on. But you know what's interesting now is that I'm seeing so many narratives off of the little information we have. You know, Megan's told her side of it, and people say, yeah, man, see that, man of this, man of that. I'm like, fairs, whatever. But I'm seeing another group of people saying maybe Megan's the problem, and they're listing all the people that she's been with and broken up with. I'm like, my God, man.
Or maybe she just knows her worth.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing is, I can never contribute to narratives like that unless I know the full ins and outs.
Mm-hmm.
You know, persons are saying Klay's cheated on everyone he's been with. I'm like, my word. But then again, it makes you wonder, if that's the case, why? What do you see? What do you see in bro? You know,
a lot of people, when they get into relationships, they always think, maybe I can be the one to change.
Or say
him.
I can fix him, yeah, man.
Yeah.
That's
So,
always someone a downfall.
News commentator says, I've heard of her, never heard of him.
Oh shoot, that's because you're not in the sports, sir. Well, I mean, what I put this?
To be honest, I only knew of him because of her. Because I don't do sports, I don't listen to sports, I don't watch sports.
That's fair, but I mean, even then, there's always, even for persons who don't watch sports, there's always like a name to a sport that you can associate. At least one. I feel like the average non-sports fan knows who Steph Curry is. Or a LeBron James.
I know those people,
man.
yeah.
So Klay, I wouldn't say Klay is as popular as them, but probably because we're in 2026 now. If this was like 10 years ago, people were like, yeah, man, Klay Thompson, that guy.
Well.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. But I don't know, man. Because, like, what does Meg even do from this point on? She's just going to be single forever now?
No. You find love.
Yeah, but the thing is, with all of the tumultuous relationships she's had in the past, you imagine how long this healing process is gonna be.
I mean, she did say I need a break after this one.
That break is gonna be probably a long one.
Might be a long break.
You know what I'm saying? Because people were seeing this Klay guy like I don't know him. They were seeing Klay as her refuge from the Tory Lanez incident. People saying this absolves Tory Lanez. I don't know about that, bro. Me don't know about that.
A lot of people were saying, they're headed for marriage.
Person
based
did
on
think that, yeah.
the relationship that they would post online and so on. Yeah.
But yeah, was he said mood swings?
Yeah.
All them something there. I'm
Treating her horribly during what's it, NBA?
Yeah.
During that season.
During the basketball season that was. I don't know, man.
News commentator says he's nowhere near Curry.
Okay, he's at least near Curry as a shooter. Maybe not as an overall player, but we're talking about shooting here. But it's, I don't know, man. It's kind of hard for me to give my input when it comes to stuff like this. These people live way different lives, and that's what I was trying to say earlier, man. No, don't bother try to relate this to, no. Well, go on.
Carlene Smith. Carlene Smith says, just give her a few days. She will find love in true celebrity style.
I don't know if finding love in a few days is healthy, man. Is that even healthy?
Well, I think that's what Carlene Smith is hinting at. The true celebrity style.
Not
true celebrity style.
I don't know about that. That doesn't sound safe to me. That doesn't sound safe to me. But folks, that is absolutely what's cooking on the socials. And we're going to take a quick break and we're going to hit you with the comment of the day and get out of here.
What's Cooking was brought to you by Cleasing Industrial Limited, Jamaica's leading distributor of industrial automation and control solutions.
Is your investment idling? At LaSalle's Employees and Partners Cooperative Credit Union, we know the power of compounding. With Compounder, your medium-term goals grow stronger every month. No debate. Earn a whopping 4.5% offer rate over 12 months. Start with a minimum of $200,000 and watch your money multiply with the compounding effect. Growth isn't just steady, it's exponential. Call 876-923-5480 or visit www.lasallescreditunion.com. LaSalle's Employees and Partners Cooperative Credit Union, the friendly financial institution of choice.
Wake up, Jamaica.
It's another glorious day on Nationwide this morning. From your 6 a.m. alarm to the news at 6. Coming up in the news at 6 to me telling you what's on my mind.
To more news at 7 a.m. Coming up in the news at 7. And then the biggest issues dissected, interrogated and discussed on the front page. Nationwide this morning fires you up and sets you right for the remainder of the day.
And there's much more until 9 a.m. Want to know which roads to avoid on your morning commute?
Time now for Street Smarts 2 with Little McLean.
Listen to Street Smart.
Want to hear more about things happening at the community level outside the bustling corporate area? Listen to Across Jamaica.
George, it's someone's birthday.
Happy birthday, yeah, my friend.
And that someone will hear a special greeting every morning via the Birthday Club.
Nationwide this morning on the revolution in media.
It's coffee, tea, and everything else
for those who want an energetic, rip-roaring start to their day.
Welcome back to the final leg of the comments section. I'm Shaloy.
And I'm Mahiri. It's time for comment of the day. Shaloy, what you got?
I have two.
Ooh.
So it goes back to the public opinion where we asked, how should schools respond to bullying? I like the suggestions from Noxley. Noxley says, deal with it instantly. Shift the focus to stop interrogating the victim and fix the culture, not just the incident. Partner with parents. Don't sidestep them. And then Marshall went on to say, mentoring, being a telling school, listening and behavior sessions, as well as restorative justice. So yeah.
Nice. And I think mine would be, as I alluded to earlier, Sophia saying it's crucial for schools to address the root causes of bullying and provide support for the victim and the bully. Implementing programs educating students on the impact of their actions and involving parents and the community. There we go.
Yeah.
Parents and the community.
Parents and the community.
In the prevention and intervention process. Couldn't have said it better myself. Hopefully, as the week goes on, we have other stuff to talk about and we don't have to react to yet another incident in schools. Hopefully, that trend quells down, a terrible trend that has dominated our airwaves for over a week now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Before we close out, I'm going to read this comment from T. Campbell. And It says parenting strongly influences children's behavior, but wider social pressures also play a role. So supportive community-based parenting programs can help strengthen families and improve outcomes. I like this comment as well.
I think that's a very nice one to end with, folks. Special thanks to our producer Sonia Stewart, our technical engineer Andrew Glenn Anderson, our video editor for the day is Demar Williams, and my younger brother Akil Stewart for the wonderful beats that kick off every episode. Thank you for tuning into the comment section. Tomorrow's Tuesday, April 28th, and we'll be there to host. As always, see you tomorrow.